at the annual Manchester Community Basketball Tournament in St. Catharines, an event that brings local emergency services, Manchester youth, and the mayor's office together to play some basketball. Local community services also attend to share information, and most importantly, everyone has fun. I'm here with Wendy Thompson from Niagara Region Housing Services. Wendy, tell me about this special event that we're all here at today.
Well, this is one of our favorite events. It brings together the Manchester youth with EMS, with NRP. We have tons of our community partners out today. We have the Raft, we have Start Me Up Niagara, we have the community health broker from Public Health. It's just a great day where everybody can have fun and enjoy each other's company.
And I believe it started back in 2018. There's some history with a former St. Catharines mayor. Maybe give us a bit of that history lesson and how it originated.
Well, we did some community engagement at the community house, and we asked the teenagers what they wanted. And they had absolutely no ideas until they finally said, we'd really like to play basketball with the mayor. It started with Mayor Senzik. He brought his team together. They did some trash talking. The kids loved it. And they played every year, and they enjoy it. And now they continue the tradition with Mayor Cisco and city councilors.
That's fantastic. And so community development really seems to be a core of the work you're doing here. Maybe tell us about that for the watchers that might not understand. Why is community development important here?
Well, it's really important because, these are kids that sometimes don't have the same opportunities. So we bring the opportunities to them and we bring them together with positive interaction. The pandemic was really, really hard on, the community housing communities. So, and it also helps to inspire them. Maybe they want to be a paramedic. Maybe they want to be a firefighter or a police officer. And this gives them the exposure that they need to, potentially pursue that path.
And do you have any future plans for the community? I'm sure you're always thinking ahead. Is there anything exciting coming up that we should be looking out for?
We have all kinds of good things going in our communities. We have the after-school partners. We have people coming by with wellness fairs. We have, we're doing different things all the time based on what the tenants are asking for. So there's always something different going on.
I'm here with one of the teams playing in the tournament here today. Now, this trio of young girls are very competitive, and so they've already played one game. I'm going to start with Aqualetta here. Tell me a bit about your first game. How did it go?
It went really well, and Aubrey here, she's the one that got us the most points, and Shamina. They were both going back and forth, and yeah, that's basically it.
Was it close? What was the score?
The score was 10-8.
And you were the winners?
Yes.
Hey, congratulations. Shamina, tell me about basketball in general. Do you like having this court here in your community?
Yes, I do like having the basketball court in the community, because when I made the basketball team, my friend, because she was in the older basketball team, she coached me here. So that's how I started liking basketball.
And Aubrey, tell me about your love for basketball. Why are you playing here today? What do you like about it?
I don't know. I just love basketball. I made the basketball team, so I thought it was going to be fun to play for fun. So I just asked my friend if I could be on the team. She said yeah. So, yeah.
And are you friends? How did you form this team?
We're close. We're also close. Our moms are best friends. I know her mom, because I go to her house every day, and and my other teammate, I don't know who she is, but she's one of our best friends out of the group.
Now I think you still have some more games to come. Tell me, Aubrey, when's your next game and how are you feeling?
Our game's right after this one, and my heart's really beating fast, but it's okay. I think we're gonna win.
Yeah.
Hey, yourself?
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna win, because my sister, she plays basketball. Her name's Shakira, and she's one of the best players on her team. And my brother also plays basketball too.
And how are you feeling? Team girls, are you playing against boys too? Is this mixed gender?
Yeah, we are, and my heart is pounding because and I think we're gonna win too, because my dad used to be a basketball player, and my sister, what the freak?
And my brother was too.
Let's finish with a girl power on 3, all right? 1, 2, 3, girl power! I'm here with Aubrey, the volunteer president of the Broken Spoke. Aubrey, tell me about the Broken Spoke. Bring us back a bit in time and how it got started.
Okay, great question. Going back in time, I've cycled all my life, great love for cycling, and I had no patience for my bike to be sitting in a bike shop for a week getting repaired when I wanted to ride, so I decided to teach myself how to do my own repairs. And with that, with my neighborhood children and my garage doors open when I was repairing bikes, curiosity would bring children in. What are you doing, Mr. Foley? I'm fixing my bike. Can you fix mine? Of course. So 20 years ago, I said yes to this. And then a very good friend, very close friend of mine was going to Cuba, and they got a hold of me and said, could you possibly get a bicycle ready for me to take to Cuba? And I said, absolutely. And they said, well, we're going to go out and find one at Walmart or one of the local stores. And I said, no, you won't. You come to my shop. I will give you the bike for you to take to Cuba. And then, of course, without social media being in the limelight then and no cell phones, they asked, do you mind if we put out a little bit of a social media, post this somewhere? And I said, go ahead, whatever that means. Phone hasn't stopped ringing now for 21 years. So here I am now. We have a program that runs at the Port Colborne High School. And this is the best part of the whole program. This is a bicycle repair program for community and for people in need, using nothing but recycled bicycles through our Niagara Region Waste Management. We have all 4 landfill sites in the Niagara Region. We bring the bicycles in that have been just thrown out, we rebuild them, and then we repurpose them to those in need. As the sign says, free to deserving children. But it goes beyond that. At the Port Colborne High School, which is the only high school in the whole Niagara region, they accepted a chance to try this out with their students. This is a credit course. So the students are co-op students. They get a credit for each semester, and this is the only bicycle repair credit course program in Canada, in all of Canada. Port Colborne High School, high five to them, and a high five to the District School Board of Niagara. They picked this up and gave us the opportunity to work with students. I'm a volunteer teacher, been at it for 10 years. We are now at 27,000 bikes. We take care of 18 agencies right here in Niagara, and today's a good example. We're here to help the people in this here complex with bicycles for children.
I'm here with Mayor Matt Cisco, part of the city team, but also a player. How's the event going so far this year, Mayor?
If nobody pays attention at how I'm playing, it's going fantastic. I am reminded every single year that I'm a terrible basketball player, and I very much lean on my teammates. We actually, our first game, we just got demolished by a group of, I guess now, early 20s, late teens, who 3 years ago when we played in this tournament, we just demolished them. And they've all gotten much taller and better, and we have not. So, yeah, no, they took us to the woodshed. It was pretty bad.
But we know it's more than just basketball here today. Tell us about the city's involvement in community.
Well, we've really tried to work with Niagara Regional Housing. You know, they've been putting this on for a couple of years. It's an awesome opportunity for us to be here. You know, EMS gets involved, our fire department's here, NRP is here. And I think it's a good way to sort of, you know, fly the flag and show folks, you know, what it is, like who we are and what we do. I wind up in a lot of conversations with folks here. Inevitably, I'm going to direct a couple of people here to different city services they weren't aware about. And I've also had the opportunity, from my perspective, to make connections with civic leaders in this part of the town who are then able to sort of integrate into what we're doing at City Hall, bring, you know, in some cases, some funding opportunities for their groups back to the neighborhood. And ultimately, we want to make sure that everybody in the community feels like a full member of the community. You can only do that if you're going out and you're being a part of these events. So that's the opportunity today, and we try to grab it.
Well, speaking of the neighborhood itself, are there any initiatives or projects happening around Manchester that maybe you want to spotlight?
You know what? This year, one of the things I'm sure residents may have noticed, if you're driving down Carleton, a lot of road work is going on. We had an incident a couple years ago with one of our crossing guards, and there was a traffic accident. And so the region, full credit to them, has come on, and they've taken the concerns of the local residents very seriously. They've installed some traffic calming measures, some bump outs along Carleton. It's going to take people some getting used to. I mean, there are some pretty aggressive bump outs. But the idea is, Carleton, as much as it does function as a primary road, there are a lot of kids, walking from this neighborhood and other neighborhoods on the north side of Carleton towards Harriet Tubman School, towards St. Denis School. And, we need to make sure that drivers are recognizing the neighborhood function of the road as well. And so kudos to the region for that road work. Like I said, the residents in this area have told me they like it. I've heard from some folks in the city that perhaps they feel like they're overly aggressive, but at the end of the day, the goal is to try and control traffic.
And safety, public safety, of course. I believe you're also on the Niagara Regional Housing Board. Maybe talk to us a bit about housing in St. Catharines and our need for more affordable housing.
You know what? That's been one of the things that I was committed to when I got elected. I'm now the chair of Niagara Regional Housing, and I'm following in the footsteps of some really awesome chairs. We brought forward our master plan this year, our consolidated housing master plan, and it really lays out the roadmap for what the next 20 years should look like in terms of essentially doubling the number of affordable housing units we need, doubling the number that we have through different building initiatives, and recognizing that this is a fundamental need in the community. One of the things I've tried to focus on as mayor as well, though, is right now we have folks in places like Manchester, they're in rent geared to income housing, but a lot of people, the housing's done the trick. They've been able to, better their situation in life. They're making more money now. They can afford to pay market rents, but we know we have a lack of market rentals in the city as well. We have a very low vacancy rate. So on the city side of things, we're trying to make sure that those rental housing units are actually going to start getting built, and we're starting to get a lot of traction with the developers who've come to town who want to build. People see everything that's going on at the old Queenston Hospital site. The dirt is starting to be moved. Vive Developments is in town, but we've got other projects as well. We're basically throwing everything but the kitchen sink at the problem because we want to see people have better options for housing within our community.
I'd like to thank all of the players for coming out today, from the Manchester Youth to Niagara EMS, Niagara Regional Police, and St. Catharines Fire Services. Everyone gave it their best effort, and every player receives one of these great medals in recognition. We look forward to this annual tradition continuing again for years to come. Reporting for The Source in St. Catharines, I'm Marty Mako. Oh, my ride's here. I gotta go.